Hi, I'm Juliana Noronha. I'm an MSDA student at UMGC. This presentation is for the Data 620 course Summer 2024 session taught by Dr. Carrie Beam. So my friends and family are spread out all over the US, and I hate flight delays as much as anyone else out there, especially since flights are so expensive. So I'd like to understand why delays happen, what I can expect in the future, and which airports and airlines minimize delays so I can plan my life. By the end of this presentation, you'll see why I'll be taking Alaska or Southwest out of SFO in September this year. So first we've got departure delays and arrival delays over time, starting in 2019 up to 2023 and forecasted into 2025. We see peaks and delays in July, December, and April, March, which roughly corresponds to the school breaks, and we see dips and delays in February, May, and September. We also see that flights tend to arrive early on average. Removing 2020 to remove any effects from that blip in time from the pandemic, we do see a slight increase in delays over time, but this is 0.0015 minutes per month of delay, which is about half a second, so there really isn't an impact on passengers. The forecast does follow the same seasonality trends that we see in the historical data, and it has a similar median arrival delay, so I'm inclined to believe these forecasts. Next, we'll look at delays by airline. So we see that over time, most of the airlines tend to have about that -5 arrival delay, or arrive 5 minutes early, except for airlines like Allegiant and Hawaiian are regularly up there in the 10-minute delays. We've got airlines like Endeavor almost always arriving 10 minutes early. Down here we see airlines like American. Even though American has pretty middle-of-the-pack arrival delays, it seems like during busy seasons they get some flights that are delayed by almost 48 hours, which is just terrible. On the other hand, you've got airlines like Southwest and Alaska, which almost never delay you more than 10 hours or about 500 minutes, but on average are getting there pretty much 5 minutes early. So I would say these airlines stand out for their reliability over time. These are delays by reason. So up here we again have the arrival delay that we saw on the first slide. We're also charting all the reasons a flight can be delayed. So these two charts over time are the number of flights and the number of passengers on flights. And you can see these trends are almost perfectly corresponding to arrival delays. So that might be the entire reason for a flight being delayed. It's just there's too many passengers. But down here we have all of the itemized reasons for delays. So down here are delays due to weather and security. So this is almost never the reason for a delay. We also have delays due to national airspace, late arriving planes, and carriers. Carrier delays are basically loading cargo onto the plane, loading passengers, cleaning the plane between flights, and you see this one has the most activity. These trends are made more clear by a scatter plot. So you see here, all of these scatter plots have two distinct distributions. For example, delay due to carrier versus arrival delay. We've got a one-to-one relationship. The delay is the sole reason for the delay is due to the carrier, and on this axis we've got carrier did not contribute to the delay at all. So we see there's that strong one-to-one relationship and that really high delay contribution, whereas delay due to security is almost always on this vertical axis. Finally, we have delays by destination airport and number of flights. So the size of the bubble is the number of flights at that airport, the location of the bubble is the airport, and the color of the bubble is average or median arrival delay. So you'll notice that none of the really big bubbles have high arrival delays, and it's mostly these small or medium-sized bubbles that tend to have the higher arrival delays. So it seems like more staffed airports tend to be your best bet. In conclusion, take trips in February, May, and September if possible. Consider flying Alaska or Southwest to get to your destination on time, and fly out of and into busy airports. Security won't be as much a problem as you think. Thank you so much. Bye.